Okay, so as we're getting close to the holidays, how are you going to handle the holidays as a runner or as an endurance athlete when there's so many Christmas parties and there's drinking and there's tons of food? Also, what are you going to give the runner in your life a gift for this Christmas? So those are the two topics that we're discussing today. Welcome to the Power Strides Building a Life Worth Running. My name is Victor Vizcaíno. I'm one of your hosts, and I am a coach who helps people transform their lives through running. And my co-host is Adele. Hi, Adele. Why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Adele Bonifaz Lassus. Victor and I have been friends for a couple of years now, and we've built our little coaching platform for runners who want to transform their lives. So I'm a little bit older, have a little bit more age, and a little bit more wisdom. And we want to impart all of our wonderful experiences as well as our knowledge to all of you. Keep running in your life, keep healthy in your life, transform your life on every level. And that's what we'd like to offer to you as we get to know you and you get to know us.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Adele, let's start with the holidays. How are you going to handle the holidays? And what are some of the things that some of your clients are thinking about? And yeah, give us um, some strategies to handle these holidays.
Well, there's a couple of things to address. And I think here we are in the beginning of December, right after Thanksgiving. People are accustomed to letting their guard down, so to speak. And I say that, very genuinely because we all like to eat a little bit richer foods. We all like to have a little extra something to drink when there's these special opportunities to spend time with family and friends with great meals and new menu items. My way of approaching it is very different. I'm not a drinker, so I don't choose any of the extra holiday alcoholic beverages. That's just not part of my lifestyle. But for those that do, I would suggest be very wary if you have anything big coming up, any kind of race coming up, or any kind of fitness training event. Be very wary of how much you do take in on alcohol and other and sweet drinks, so to speak. Wine is one of those drinks that's more sugar than alcohol, and you got to watch the sugar content in any of the beverages you have because they will dehydrate you. They will affect how you rest. They will affect how your body, you manifest all those new things in your system that you may not have had for a while. And then regarding the food choices, I am first one is going to go after something a little bit richer. Use a little bit smaller portions. Take that first plate with smaller portions. Try what you like. Push aside what you don't. If you do have some things you like a little bit more than others, take another smaller portion. You choose to do that. That always helps you not overeat and get that bloated, kind of tired feeling that doesn't help when you want to do a training event in the next day or so.
I agree. I agree with everything that you said. I have clients who have a little bit harder time with discipline over the holidays, or they say everything in moderation. And
Mm-hmm.
I usually agree with the moderation, and I just give them the option of, if you're going to have a few drinks, make sure you know exactly how much you're going to drink and be cautious, be aware of how you handle alcohol, how you handle your calories based on their goals and based on our goals. I myself have had problems with alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So, but lately what I've been doing is just thinking about the long run. Think,
Mm-hmm.
and I usually limit myself to two drinks, but it helps me to think about how I want to feel on race day, how I want to feel in the next few days rather than just worried about feeling good at the moment. So,
Yeah,
so less
that's a great
short-term
point.
pleasure, more long-term pleasure.
I think that's a great point because enjoying something in the moment with friends and family is a lot different than enjoying too much in that moment with friends and family because it does become a little bit more dangerous. only to yourself and to others. If you leave and you're driving, that's a big concern, as we both know, but also just to how it affects your body, how you may react, how your behavior changes as well. You really want to enjoy the company of your friends and family. You don't want to upset them or yourself. But also remember too, Victor, that 72-hour window, if it's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, it's going to take a couple of days to get all of that extra sugar from the alcohol and the extra alcohol out of your system. It's like a 72-hour window. So you want to make sure that you pay attention to that too. I've told my coaching clients that as well. If you know you want to run on New Year's Day, because that's how you start your year, don't have a full bottle of wine or a full flask of alcohol the night before at your New Year's Eve party. Take a little bit so that you can enjoy your New Year's run to start your new year the way you choose to do it. So that's another concern. 72-hour window. Make sure you think about that.
All right. And Adele, what are your favorite foods around the holidays?
Oh my gosh, you know I love ice cream. I mean, that number one, ice cream off the top. Now, ice cream's not usually your big dessert. You have your pies and your cheesecakes, and if you have any birthdays or any kind of family celebrations, you have something a little bit more specific. But I like my mac and cheese. I like my bready things. Love a good turkey or good. I don't eat a lot of gravies, but I love the carbs. Love the mac and cheese, the potatoes, the mashed potatoes. Love my veggies, everything that's grilled. So I watch how much I take and just how rich it might be, because you always have to pay attention to when someone else prepares something. They may not prepare it the same way as you do. Your choices to prepare a meal on a regular basis might be healthier choices of ingredients. Someone else might be making it extra rich because they're sharing with their family during the holidays. That's why I always suggest to my clients, take small portions and taste it and make sure that it's not something that you choose not to eat on a regular basis. And if it is something that you really enjoy, just keep it small, keep it contained so that you can enjoy the rest of it later on too.
Yes, I think that is that's been my biggest challenge is probably not going for seconds when my plate has got everything. Uh, there are years where we have ham and mashed potatoes and everything, and then if it's so delicious and you go for a second plate, that's a little too much. The other one is there are times when we do tamales. I love
Oh, yes, yes.
it's the same thing. They're heavy meals. And if I'm thinking of the long run, I need to practice my own discipline and just think of how I want to feel on race day.
Right, right. Well, and you got to remember too, if there's a lot of people who do those, holiday races and holiday events, be
Yeah,
them a walk or a run with family, that are usually around Christmas, Christmas Eve, or not necessarily Christmas Day, but Christmas Eve. Sometimes they'll do those little special neighborhood or community or church related little 5Ks or things like that, or little walks in the neighborhood. But definitely New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, there are some major events that people choose to participate in. And if you really tie it on a little too heavy on Christmas, you're not going to feel great come New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So really pay attention to what your goals are. And if you don't have anything coming up until maybe late January or early February, and you want to have a little bit of kind of cheat things on your training, nutrition training plan or your alcohol consumption training plan, just be wary of how much. And and make sure you keep it light. Keep it light so that you do feel good when you want to finish your training before you taper for that event that might be in the middle of January.
yes, and you and I have talked about this,
Hmm.
the self-awareness of how our own bodies react, because everybody's different. And when
Right.
I'm talking about um, especially alcohol or certain foods, and it's not like it used to be. Like I used to be able to handle alcohol a lot better than I do now. So learning, being self-aware that our bodies don't handle uh, certain foods the same way our bodies used to handle when we were younger. Do you have certain thoughts on that particular angle of age and food and And just learning, because some people, even at younger age, develop certain allergies or just react to certain foods or
Right.
become, uh, what is it, either lactose intolerant or gluten
Right.
intolerant. So,
There's a lot of things out there right now that, especially ladies, especially our ladies that we help coach and help train to achieve a goal for whatever reason they're out there doing a run or a walk. They may have different goals than anybody else, but they just want to feel good about what they're doing and they want to feel good while they're doing it. Um, Metabolism slows down with age. I think we all know that as we age. We may not know that when we're younger. Well, you can go out and eat a foot long poor boy sandwich. I'm in Louisiana, right? Foot long poor boy and go run 10 miles and never think twice about it and have a couple of beers with it. You're not going to do that as you get a little bit older in your 40s and 50s and 60s. And by that time, you may be a marathon runner when you only did, when I say only, a 5K in your 20s and 30s because of the way you live in your life and working, maybe raising a family. But in your next decade, you may say, I'm going to run a half marathon. I'm going to run a marathon when I'm 40 or when I'm 50. Your eating patterns will definitely change because your body will not process the same way. So there are certain things you can do to keep that metabolism strong. And if you learn those things, which we can help teach we help our clients learn those things during our coaching programs. There's a lot of things that you learn. Age and wisdom is a major factor in how you look at how your body processes alcohol, any other substances, just a basic good nutritious food plan. Your body does slow down in the sense of how it metabolizes everything. So there are different ways you can learn to supplement that metabolism burn, fat burn. There's certain things that we can help people learn about as we get into some coaching programs too. But definitely be aware of what you put into your system and how your body processes it. And as we do age, it does slow down a little bit.
yeah, it's absolutely true. And I've definitely learned the hard way of some of the things.
We all do. We live, we learn, we run.
Right. That's right. And yes, and giving us more and more things to make a life worth running, which is the name of our show. And
Right.
with that in mind, if we switch a little bit to the Christmas holiday, what
Yes.
kind of gifts do you get for the runner in your family?
My favorite thing is going to be a new pair of shoes. New pair of shoes, hands down, hands down. And really in line with that too, a lot of times when you have family members who have been running or participating in an event for a long period of time, they usually are set on the type of shoes, the type of clothes, the type of socks, the type of undergarments. They're usually set on the brand and the model and the size, and they don't want to change because they know what works. So if that's the case, then go in their closet, either get them a gift card or a new pair of running shoes. A gift card usually works, or buy socks that you know they like with a gift card to get the running shoes. Make sure they have the right fit. Take them shopping if you want to, so you buy the right thing with them, and you can give it to them as a gift prior to Christmas. So that's always an option. What do you think about shoes? Because I know you have a different approach to the shoes and the
The,
wearing of shoes.
yes, with the shoes, because I was working at Flea Feet and
Mm-hmm.
doing part-time and selling shoes. And one time when somebody came and brought the shoes for his wife, I sold him a couple of pair of shoes, but then the coworker said, you should let them know that they can also buy a gift card because a gift card
Mm-hmm.
allows that person to come and actually try on the shoes or get fitted for the proper shoe. Now, you said, yeah, sometimes they get people want the exact same shoe. They buy it year after year. But what I also learned at that shoe store is even the same model
Mm-hmm.
changes. And I've had a lot of clients come in and say, they did something to the shoe. It used to work, right? So I don't know if the shoe changed that much or their feet changed, but something changed. And, but no,
Or their body weight changed.
yes, but yes. the shoes do they change, even the same models, they make little changes as time goes by, and people either like it, the new change, or they don't. And that's when they usually will be open to try different brands and different models. So
And
that's always a good idea.
I think that's a key point because a lot of your big box athletic stores may not have someone specifically trained to fit a runner or any other athlete's shoe. You can go in there and buy the sale shoe, and it's going to injure your foot, right? Because it's not.
Mhm.
It might feel good in the store, but once you get on the pavement, it's not gonna be a really good shoe for you for stability, mobility, support. Different people have different, foot needs. I'll just call them that. And I, like yourself, have worked in shoe stores where we actually fitted an athlete or a teacher or someone who's a nurse or a doctor on their feet all day to get the right kind of support they need for their specific, unique needs. So my biggest suggestion to clients too is go to someone that's a specialty that knows how to fit you, and from there, you can adjust the models of shoes that you choose to wear, knowing that you might need a little bit more cushion. You might need something for a supination or a pronation issue. You might need something for arch support. You might need something if you do have a little bit flatter arch. Not everybody's flat footed. I don't care what anybody says. There are very few people who are actually flat footed. You might need less of a support in that arch. So you do want someone who can identify your needs, point you in the right direction of the shoes that fit that unique need. And they're all different levels of mobility and stability and cushioning in all the different shoe lines. You just have to find the correct one for you.
Oh, so cool, cool. So a gift card or shoes, what's your second gift on the list?
Ah, okay. I've had athletes, their children been athletes. I'm an athlete, run, bike, swim, tennis, whatever. Cover for my car seat. Something specific that can take the sweat, the wet, the gook, the grime, the cooties, whatever I have on my body after workout, and I can take it off that seat, throw it in my washing machine, put it in my dryer, put it back on the seat for the next fitness event, right? That's a key component. And then just something that's a bag or some kind of things you can keep in your car. So anytime you change clothes and you have those wet clothes from a workout or from a race and you want to just get clean before you go celebrate with your friends and family, throw it in a bag where it doesn't get all over your car seats. Put some mats on the floor. Those are two key components, and you can find those very economically. You can find some special ones if you want to pay a lot, but also some of the towels that you can have if you're a swimmer or a cyclist or a runner. Um, there's these special towels that'll have the hood you can wrap yourself in when you're going into an event, coming out of an event, keep you warm, keep you clean. Always try to have one of those in your bag as well.
Awesome. Cool, cool. Yes, I agree. And on my list was money for registration to a race.
Yes.
It's like, wow, that would be so cool. So the gift card, and what's the other one that I was thinking? Oh,
Oh,
and a free consultation
right,
for coaching
right,
would be
right,
also very valuable. Well, I think we just kind of made up a good package depending on the budget, that would seem like a good budget. You get a gift card to a specialty store, so you get your shoes and things like that. Maybe they'll have the towel there too. So
right, right,
I'll get the registration money for the race
right,
and the our coaching website, which is EYM Coaching, so that they can get a free consultation, of course.
right,
And
right.
they're ready for the whole marathon because now they've got the shoes, they got the registration, they've got the towel, which you're probably going to give them a ride to the,
Yeah,
they're going to go in your car and it's going to keep your car clean when you go pick them up.
right.
And the free consultation so that they can get a custom plan. And what do you think?
I think it's a great package, and what I love is that they're going to have what they need to get started to walk out their door. A good pair of shoes, lace it up, walk out the door. It doesn't matter how quickly you get to that goal. but you have a good pair of shoes to give you the cushion that you need for your body. Second thing is, if someone does choose to purchase the registration, it's such a sign of support and encouragement. You know that person's going to be in that runner's corner to help them make it to their goal, to help them achieve their dream, to cross that finish line, put the medal on, and get that hug from that person that's given them the opportunity to do it. And the other thing too is I really truly believe for all of our clients that have chosen to take part in our wisdom that we can share with them and some of our good guidance in both the physical part of running, but also the mindset and the discipline, the rest, the nutrition, the hydration. All those are part of that package. To get that consultation doesn't cost them anything except the time to chat with us. And the biggest thing about that is the wisdom and the ideas and the coaching comes from that allows them another avenue to be successful. So, y'all, please get that package, the gift card, the shoes, get that free consultation with Victor. He'll bring me in when we want to go ahead and share that time together. Get that for your runner. It doesn't cost them anything but their time to chat with us, and the wisdom and the plans be priceless.
I think we just came with an amazing gift. Maybe we should
Yeah,
give it a name. Maybe we should give it a name like a transformation package or something, because
I think we
people
can.
truly transform their life through.
Yeah, what's the name of our podcast? What's the name of our podcast?
It's
Power
called the
Strength.
Power Strides, Building
Yes,
a Life Worth Running.
worth running. So start with Christmas. Give them some shoes. Get them a gift card to get the shoes, maybe a pair of socks. Sign in for our consultation. Victor's got the information. He'll probably put it all together at the end of
Absolutely.
our podcast. He'll put all of our contact information in there for you.
Yeah, our
Got to do it.
website will be on the description down below.
Right.
And I think that's a wrap. Thank you guys. Thank you for listening. And this was our first episode. We should be having more and bring you great, valuable conversations.
Stick with us for some information on how to get through the rest of the holidays and run safely, power strides into your new year. Transforming your life. Have a successful 2025. That's coming up. That's coming up soon.
All righty. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.